Hi, my name is Darren Sinevsky. I am an assistant professor of multiple platform journalism at the Meek School of Journalism and New Media here at the University of Mississippi. I want to talk to you today about the Gestalt theories of perception as they relate to graphic design. Gestalt psychology was founded in the early 20th century by three German psychologists, Max Wertheimer, Kurt Kafka, and Wolfgang Kohler. The Gestalt movement really began in 1912 when Wertheimer defined the phi phenomenon as he looked at traveling marquee lights. The phi phenomenon is looking at still images in rapid succession, which gives the viewer an optical illusion of motion. Gestaltists believe that things are not individual items, but we perceive each individual item as it's related to other individual items and perceive everything as a whole. So why should designers care? Just as the rules of grammar and composition are the foundation for effective writing, Gestalt principles are the foundation for visual grammar and composition. So let's take a look at Gestalt principles as they relate to graphic design. The first is similarity. We tend to group things together based on their similarity. There are many kinds of similarities. One is shape, grouping by similar geometry. The next is color. Once we add color to a design that brings together similarity of shape, people will naturally group the same arrangement by color instead. This tells us that similarity of color is stronger than shape. Value. Different shades of color will also create relationship between their shades. Size. Using the same shapes and adjusting size shows us that similarity of size is stronger than shape. Adding color to the last example illustrates more about the hierarchy of similarity. Size is the first thing we see, then color is the second, followed by shape. There is an inverse of similarity. When a group of items have similar characteristics, we tend to focus on the single difference. Next principle is proximity. Things that are relatively close will be understood to be more related than distant objects. Continuation. This is a principle that can be used for guiding readers' eyes through a composition. It can break the Western world's tendency to look at a page or screen from upper left to lower right. The previous examples are more about organizing content on a page or a screen. The next two principles are more about making images that are dynamic and can attract attention and bring a reader or a customer to your story. The first principle is closure. Familiar shapes are perceptually completed when incomplete. Your mind fills in the gaps. These types of images make a viewer stop a little longer to figure out what they are looking at and engaging them. Figure ground. The eye and mind separate an object, figure, from its surroundings, ground. The stronger the separation of the figure to ground, the stronger the contrast, and the more contrast creates more interest. Many times the figure-ground relationship is dynamic and ambiguous. There is more than one solution to what the figure is and what the ground is. These types of images engage the viewer and make them linger longer on your image, which can get them engaged into the story you want them to read. Thinking about Gestalt psychology might be a little intimidating, but once you understand these simple principles, you'll be able to control and implement them and make your designs and images more engaging and dynamic.